6:30. I'm calling the meeting to order. And I only see 3 commissioners here.
Brian's online.
Oh, sorry, thank you, sorry, I can't handle 2 things at one time. So anyway, I'll call order. So Brian Fitzgibbon,
Present.
Pereira, Commissioner Pereira. Present. Commissioner Mo.
Present.
And I am also present, so that is a quorum of 4 commissioners, the meeting can commence. The first order of business is to approve the minutes from the previous meeting of April 3rd, 2024. Any discussion?
Okay, I can make a motion to approve the minutes from our last meeting of April
April 3rd.
3rd, 2024.
Yeah, wait a second. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the minutes are approved. The third order of business is to open public comment for non-agenda items. What appears to be 6:32 by the clock. Are there any public comments? I close public comments, 6:32. Move to agenda item number 4, which is the Utilities Element Recommendation 2024 Comprehensive Plan Update. We've all received this in the mail. We have copies distributed in the meeting. Are there comments by the commissioners on the update?
And just to provide an update for the record, we provided some amendments based on the prior planning commission suggestions. And then today, actually yesterday and today, we also received comments from Puget Sound Energy, which I provided to the commissioner. Those comments were not specific to our element, but it seems to be kind of a policy document that they're offering to jurisdictions about utilities elements broadly and how to provide those policies consistent with state requirements and kind of PSE programs. So I have reviewed that and provided edits to our draft policies, bringing in a number of those provisions. They also received comments from the State Department of Fish and Wildlife on our utilities element. Provided that also the part of the planning commission. And I have incorporated edits to the policies, also in correspondence with those suggestions.
Thank you. Any other input? Then I believe our next order of business is to approve it as a formal motion.
Deliberation for that.
Oh, other comments? Do we have any other comments or deliberation?
I just have a question. I'm sorry, I didn't just now review this. Did you add, were these added into here based on them?
Yes.
You did add them.
Yeah, so everything that you see.
You did, okay.
Yes, everything that you see in yellow highlight in the graph represents changes from what was in the packet. The other thing to note is there was a recycling section, which we had to talk about that because all of the information there was duplicative of the waste and recycling section.
I do, my comments, but I do love the comments as it really helps me to keep up with how the changes are happening. Okay.
Thank you.
And there's also a comment that the change, maybe I also people in yellow highlight.
Yeah, so the yellow highlights and the comments are just in the red line version. I also emailed out a clean version because when you start getting all the red lines together, sometimes it gets a little messy and starts messing with formatting. So that you see what the final document looks like, I also emailed the clean version too.
No, what I meant is that there's we have the comments from the Department of Fish and Wildlife, also the Puget Sound, and also a comment from James.
Correct.
Yeah, we include this section.
That was, yeah, so there were also, besides those comment letters, we also added from the last meeting, which included Tanner Electric comments, the map you guys requested and other changes.
Yes.
But those were, yes.
We're lucky to have James.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's okay, I agree with this. It's okay.
I thought it was very well written, I liked it.
Great.
Brian, have any comments?
No, I liked seeing figure 5.1, I believe is what it was, like the map of Tanner Electric versus PSE. I thought that was a nice addition just for visual reference, but no, it looks great. I thought it was great before and the tweaks are all in there, so good to go on my end.
Good. All right. Do you have a motion to approve the amended document?
Yeah, I can make a motion.
Okay.
A motion to approve or to recommend this to the council.
Second,
A second, yes.
okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the document is approved. Item number 5 is a item that requires public comment. So it is the 2021 King County Surface Water Design Manual, page 36. So I'm opening this up now for public comment at 6.
So it's a public hearing.
Public hearing, sorry.
Yes. So if you'd like to hear a staff report, normally this wouldn't, most of this part of this ordinance wouldn't normally come to the planning commission. Because it's not, planning commission usually only handles development standards and a majority of this, chapter 4, it handles chapter 14 of our municipal code, which would normally come to the planning commission. However, there is one little piece in here, that does amend development standards, but it's actually a repeal of development standards, dealing with low impact development that is no longer needed with these new standards. And so we're bringing it to you just out of an abundance of caution. It basically brings our standards from the existing, what we've been using, which is an older surface water design manual into the current 2021 surface water design manual. It's pretty simple, process. As I mentioned, it basically renders chapter 18.50 low impact development demonstration projects. It no longer makes sense. We actually, the only property that it was even valid to use it on is now under an application, so it doesn't even matter anymore. We don't even have any of low impact development parcels available. So it's being repealed either way, even without the surface water design manual wouldn't really matter. So we're proposing to repeal that section. But we brought you the whole ordinance so that you could see it. It basically brings everything up to current surface water design manual standards from what we've been using.
Commissioners, any comments or? I do have a couple questions just for my clarification.
Yep.
On page 40 of this document that we have, which is under section 2, subsection 14.06.
Yep.
.030C. I didn't understand what it meant when it said the trail surface shall be limited to minor crossings having no adverse impact upon water quality. What does that mean? When you're creating a trail surface, it might not be possible to explain that in this meeting.
So this is out of our critical area regulations, and this was just a corrective reference to the current stormwater.
Okay.
But to get to your question, let me see again, which specific subsection were you in?
So it's minor point 2 dot, well, whatever 2, trails and associated platforms. It's about 10 lines down. The trail surface shall be limited to minor crossings having no adverse impact on water quality. So what I think it means there is that the trail itself cannot cross the wetlands unless it's a minor crossing with no adverse. Otherwise,
Yeah.
crossing to me, I'm just thinking of intersection of the next set, so I just wanted clarification.
Yeah, just spanning across.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, what the ordinance here is doing is basically, all it's doing is updating to say as set forth in the current edition versus referencing the old edition. So all this ordinance is changing is basically referencing the current edition, so that we don't have to bring it back way to when the edition changes.
On page 43, there's a minor typo, second line says the locations, there should be a space in 2 words. Right there at the top, page 43.
I see it.
The locations, yeah.
Yep, okay.
And any other comments from the commissioners?
So did you want to officially hold the public hearing?
Yes, and now officially I'm opening up the public hearing on this item at 6:40 PM. Are there any public comments? I officially close public comments at 6:40 PM. Any other discussion? Is there a motion to approve the document? Staff report. Or the motion to recommend the city council approval of the proposed ordinance.
Okay, perfect. I would make a motion to recommend the city council approval of the proposed ordinance amending the North Bend Municipal Code to adopt the 2021 King County Surface Water Design Manual.
Is there a second?
I will second the motion.
Alright. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The motion is carried. That concludes our agenda. I believe that we're done with our approval process.
This was a fast meeting.
So